Hey everyone, this is going to be a tutorial about how to use my new workout tracker, the Pr.O Progressive Overload Workout Tracker, to do a quick workout. There are a lot of features in Progressive Overload in this workout tracker app. It is available in the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. You can find the links down below. But I want to show you just how to dive in and do a quick workout, how to dive into the nuts and bolts of the app, the most important part of the app, and that is workout tracking. Once you get into the app, once you get into Progressive Overload, this is what you're going to see. You can see your workouts in your feed. You can click on these buttons to look at the areas you have hit. Here, the last 7 days, you can see the front and back muscles. You can see where I've basically worked or hit the last 7 days. You can basically see where I've hit my body the last 7 days, the front and the back. All right, so I'm not going to get into everything in the app. You guys can check it out yourself. But what we want to do to start a quick workout is to just click on the workouts button in the upper right-hand corner. Okay, so from here, you can just see a quick start. It says quick workout, begin a workout, and add exercises as you train. This is what we're going to do. This is what I'm going to show you how to do. You download the app. You just want to jump right in, not look at the other features. We just want to do a quick workout and check out the workout tracker. So from here, just hit start. It's going to ask you, start an empty workout now. You can just hit confirm, and you see the workout has started. Now, very simple. There's an arrow that says add exercises. You can see in the top, it's telling you the overall workout time. And you have some options here at the bottom, and you have finish. So I'll show you the options real quick before we jump into the add exercises. If you click on the options tab, you can add exercises, reorder exercises, or you can create supersets. So once you have multiple exercises in your workout, you can actually chain them together and create supersets. We're not going to do that here. We're just going to we'll start a classic leg type day. Why not? So we're going to hit add exercises, and we are going to search. I'm going to search squats, and maybe I can spell it right with my big thumbs. And you see squat, barbell squat at the top. If we reduce the keyboard a little bit, you can see some of the other options available, but we're just going to go with the barbell squat. You can see it is now highlighted, and we are going to add that as an exercise. Now, we can just start tracking our sets on squats, or we can go in and fill in other exercises. So I'm going to fill in a couple other exercises. I'm going to search leg press, and you can see we have machine leg press, 45-degree leg press, Smith leg press, single leg press, narrow stance leg press. We're just going to go with the 45-degree leg press, and we will add that in. So now you can see we have 2 exercises. I'm just going to add 2 more in for a sample workout. We're going to add leg curls. And you can see we have machine leg curls. We'll add that in. And we'll do 2 exercises at once. We'll do leg extensions as well. So leg extensions. So you can see we now have 2 exercises highlighted. You could also superset them right here from this screen if you wanted to. We're not going to, obviously, but now you just hit add exercises. So we have 4 exercises on our training day. We have squats, we have 45-degree leg press, we have leg curl, and we have leg extensions. So now that we have our 4 exercises, we can dive into things and start tracking. Before we do, remember the options tab at the button. You can click that. And if you want to reorder exercises, you can click on reorder exercises, and you can simply drag them around if you want to. We are not going to do that, but I'm just showing you if you hold the kind of the hamburger icon at the right, you can drag things. And then when you're done, you can just swipe it down and you are finished. So We're not going to reorder exercises. We're not going to create supersets. If you want to create a superset, you could simply create the superset at the bottom and you could chain things together. And it actually shows you on the heat map what muscle groups you are chaining together. You can list the number of seconds you want in between these supersets if you want, or you can X out. So we are not going to do that. We are just going to swipe away from that, and we're going to go back to our workout. So we're not creating supersets. We're not changing the order, but I wanted to show you how to do that. So squats, really simple. We don't have a progression approach set up, which is perfectly fine. We don't need it. We're just doing a workout on the fly. We're going to hit the W for our warm-up set, and it will ask you, would you like the app to auto-generate warm-up sets? You can do yes, you can do no, and you can say, don't ask me again, right? We're going to say no. We're going to put in our own warm-up sets. So we're going to do the bar for 10 reps, and then that little box over on the right, we're going to click that, and that warm-up set is done. Now we have to edit it because we have to put in more sets. We didn't put in all of our sets. And if you don't put in all of your sets, I'll show you this as another example. I'll show you this as an example. Because we don't have any more sets in, programmed in, once we finish this, it's going to close out that exercise. Don't panic. It's not a big deal. You can just, if you scroll back up to squats, you see barbell squats and edit, and now you can go back in and put in more sets. So we're going to put in another working set, and we're going to put in another warm-up set and some working sets in. We're going to put 135 for 8 reps. That's our warm-up set. And we decide to do another warm-up set. So we hit the W button, and it adds it in after the last warm-up set. We do 185 for, we'll just say 5. Hit the finish. You can see when you hit the finish, you get the green check. Make sure to do that. Anytime you're finishing a set or finishing a workout, you can see it is highlighted in green. So make sure you do that. So our warm-up sets are done. It's listing your volume for each of the warm-up sets. Now we're going to do 3 sets. We're going to do some ramping work. We decide we're going to do 225 by 5, okay? So we do that as our first set. Hey, look, we have a new 1-rep max. Congratulations. And if you don't want to see that, you can say, do not show me again. So the whole Atlas and Spartan thing you see here is part of the gamification. You don't need to worry about this. If you're not worried about gamification, just ignore it. It's just a nice bonus in the app. It won't impact anything. You don't have to worry about it. So you can see your working set of 225 by 5. If you slide that over, look what appears there. You can actually click the camera icon and put in a video of that set, or just slide it back. See how easy that is? Slide it over. That you can put in a video that you recorded of the set and then slide it back. So you can record the video, then notate how many reps you got, and then input the video into the app. All right, so we are now going to move up to 245 by 5, okay? And we're going to put that in. Boom, another new 1-rep max. And we have our last set, or our third set. We're going to do 275. Now, there's a little calculator button next to the 275. That is your plates calculator or your 1-rep max calculator. So if you're in the middle of a set, okay, you have your 275 squat set. Once you put in your weight, that calculator pops up, and you can click on that, and you can figure out how many plates you need, quick plate math if you want, and you can change from pounds to kilos, or you can check out the 1-rep max calculator for reference. And then, hey, maybe I'm not going to use that. So you go in and boom, you hit 7 reps. You really hit an AMRAP set, all good. New 1-rep max, wonderful, wonderful. So we are now done with squats. If you scroll back up, you can see it as closed out or compressed. If you want to go back in and edit and add another set, like say you want to do a drop down set, let's just add in another set. For example, let's say you're feeling inspired, not expired, inspired, and you have plenty of energy, and you want to drop down to 225 and do max reps. Let's say you hit 12, boom, now you have a drop down set, and it gives you a bunch of new PRs and records, and it closes out your squats. So leg press, we're going to do, it's going to ask you if you want your warm-up sets for leg press. We'll say no. We're going to do 2 warm-up sets and then 3 working sets for the leg press. And let's see. Then we're going to do 2 rest pause sets. Okay, the RP up here is rest pause. The D is drop. You can see at the top you have W, S, RP, and D. So we added in 2 warm-up sets, 3 regular sets, and then 2 rest pause sets. So at the end of our 3rd set, we are going to do a rest pause. Let's say you wanted to take that second rest pause set and put it after the first rest pause set and put it after the second set. All I needed to do was hold it and slide it. Really easy. See how that works? So you can add these sets in, and if you want to do a rest pause after your second set and a rest pause after your 3rd set, you simply hold down and slide that bad boy around. Super, super easy, super convenient. So for our leggy press, we're going to do like 90 pounds for 10 reps as our first warm-up. And then we'll do 180 for 10 reps on our second warm-up. And just to make things easy, we're going to jump up to 360 for our first working set and do 12. We have a new 1 rep max. Our second set, you can see it automatically dropped in the weight from the previous set. We're going to do 360 again for 12, okay? And then we're going to do a drop set or a rest pause set. So we wait 15 seconds and maybe we knock out 6 more reps. So we save that. We save the rest pause set. We rest. We're on to the 3rd and final set. You can see it pulled in the weight and the reps from the previous set. 360. We go all out and hit 14 reps. Then we do a little bit of rest at 360 and we do rest pause. So boom, 1 rep max. You can see the nice graphic there appearing, and boom. So now if you scroll to the top, you have your squats and your leg press done. If you want to check out for reference, did I do this? How many reps did I get for the rest pause? You can hit edit, okay? And you are done. So you can check out the leg press, what it was hitting, etc., etc. And the 3 little buttons here next to the leg press, you can set a timer, rest in between sets. You can reorder. You can replace the exercise. So let's say you did a 45-degree leg press and you realized it was a horizontal leg press. You put in the wrong exercise. You could hit replace right there. All right. So now we're going to go down to leg curls. We're going to do 1 warm-up set. Let's say we have a stacked weight. We're going to do 1 warm-up set and 3 regular working sets. So let's say that you have a 50-pound stack you do 12 reps with on your warm-up. And then real simple stuff, 80 by 12, boom, first set, 80 by 12, second set, and 80 by 12, third set. All right, that is done, and you have 1 exercise to go, leg extensions. We're going to get right into that without any warm-up sets because we're warm. Let's say we have 120 pounds, and we're going to do 15 rep sets, 15 rep sets, and 15, boom, 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 save, save, and save. That is your warm-up. We just finished all 4 of our exercises. So when we finish the last set, it is going to ask us, do you want to workout finished, finish and see highlights? Do you want to confirm the workout is done because you just finished everything, or maybe you want to cancel. I forgot to add in seated calf raise. Okay, so we're going to look for seated calf raise, and we see the machine. We're going to add that in, and we scroll down. We're going to do 2 sets of like 100 for 15, new 1 rep max, and 100 for 15. And once I click this finish button, it's going to ask me again. It's going to say workout finished, finish and see highlights, confirm. Okay, so I know I am now done with my workout. I am going to hit confirm, and it gives me this analysis of the experience points I accrued in my workout. And then it is going to say workout completed. Here is your duration, how many exercises, how many sets, total volume, total PRs, and you have a quick ad for your dailies. So last night I had good sleep. I followed my meal plan. And you don't have to track any of this. You don't have to track anything. Creatine, I hit it twice by accident. So I'm going to go back and slide it down and save. I took my creatine yesterday. You can scroll up, rate your workout. Energy, I had really good 5. Energy, intensity, 5. Focus, 4. Strength, 5. And then you can put workout notes below it. Wonderful session. Use 45-degree leg press. We'll say used 45-degree leg press, just making some random arbitrary note, and then you can save. Okay, so it just told you got bonus points or experience points for tracking your dailies. So because you did a quick workout, you can now save this quick workout as a template now that you're done. So I'm just going to call it leg day A. Maybe it's your bread and butter leg day. You can save that in, and now it will appear in your history. You can see right at the top here, leg day A. You click on that. You can view the finished workout. You can edit the finished workout, or you can share. So if we view the finished workout, it shows you how many sets, total volume, the areas that it worked, and you can scroll up and you can see your performance. If you look on your 45-degree leg press, you can see your rest pause sets are in red. You can see the green arrows are PRs. And if you look down at the lower right-hand corner, you can share. So you have social features on P.R.O, Progressive Overload. You can share on Pro. And title, if you just click on title, it might say Leg Day A. We're not going to put an image. We're just going to hit the share button to the social feed. And if you want to share it to socials, you can share it anywhere you want on any of your other apps. So that is it, guys, how to do a quick workout. If you want to just dive into the app, I recommend just starting here, going to the home page, hitting the workouts, start a quick workout. Do you want to start a quick workout? Confirm, and there you have it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Drop a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Again, don't forget to check out the Pr.O Progressive Workout Tracker. You can find the links to it below in the Google Play Store and in the Apple App Store. Thank you guys. Have a great day.